Now, passivization, firstly, let's define it, is a transformational process. Passivization is a transformational process that transforms or converts an active sentence to a passive one. An active sentence to a passive one. In other words, the active is the DS, while the passive is the SS. Active is the DS, the deep structure, and the passive is the SS. Now, in order to convert this DS to the SS, based on what we did yesterday, the previous time we met, we have to adhere to some movement rules. Do you understand? Some movement rules. The first movement rule we have to adhere to, like in the example we have on the board, Ola cooked some rice in his house. Some rice were cooked by Ola in his house. The first one, thank you, the MP movement. That's the first criteria, the MP movement, whereby the MP1 in Ola cooked rice, some rice. The MP1, which stands for the subject, moves to the position of the what? MP2. While the MP2 moves from its own position to the MP1's position. You understand? Now, after that, the next thing is that we have the concept of what? The insertion of not just by, but what we know as a by phrase. The insertion of a by phrase. This is the phrase, we know it as the prepositional phrase. But which kind of prepositional phrase? The prepositional phrase is that of the one that begins with the word by. There is no, you cannot see any passive construction that has any other preposition apart from by. However, we have some other constructions that they don't make use of the word, the construction of by phrase. Take for instance, the car killed the man. And in the passive construction, we have the man was killed. Is there any by phrase there? There's no by phrase. So you can have some phrases that don't make use of by phrase but are still passive constructions. Those kind of phrases that do not make use of by phrase are known as truncated passives. The type of passive sentences that do not make use of the by phrase are known as the truncated passives. The truncated passives. Example, in the DS that we have, the car killed the dog, for instance, and we have in the SS, the dog was killed. Doesn't it make sense? It makes sense, but it's not just complete because we don't know what killed the dog. You understand? It's just like saying the man, or let me say the knife or something. I've forgotten what I'm saying. But with this kind of construction, there is no by phrase. So as a result of that, it's an instance of truncated passive. Now, apart from that, another criteria, this is the first criteria for the passive construction. This is the second criteria for the passive construction. The third criteria is that we must have an insertion, also insertion of the to be corresponding, of the corresponding to be form. Of the corresponding to be form. Corresponding to be form as an auxiliary is an auxiliary of the main verb. And an auxiliary of the main verb. I like the constructions they give. Look at this one. The cat killed the dog. The dog was killed. See the first one. Ola cooked some rice in his house. And the second one, some rice were cooked by Ola. What's the difference in his house? What is the difference between this construction and this construction? Where and was. You understand? This was is as a result of what? The singularity of the dog. Just one dog. A dog. But some rice, you can't count rice obviously. So rice is always pluralized. So as a result of that, rice make use of where. And that's why we say the corresponding to be form. It can always be in. Now we have four forms. The four forms that we can have is are, was, were. So mostly we make use of these two forms mostly for passive construction. So once you know something is in singular form, we have was. In the plural form, we have were. Now that being said, let's draw. We are going to draw the four diagrams. Okay, three now because we have done one.
What tells
The negation. Yes, which one is the negation? Okay, we have not gotten there. No, once we get there, I want to be taking it sequentially. Once we get to that one, we do it. Now, some rice were cooked by Ola in his house. With the knowledge of this, the passive construction is always also with the use of the IP. But in this, we are going to have the spec, the I bar. Under the I, we would have something normally in what they call it. In your normal PD, you always have AGR tense. Have you? AGR tense. But in this instance, because what is this? The insertion of auxiliary AUX. Some people always, based on the book you are using, some make use of AUX, some make use of pass. Pass means passive element. Passive element. And the passive element they are referring to is still this word, was or were. So you can just put that one instead, depending on your lecturers. Also, your lecturer can choose anyone. Now, this opens up into MP, EMBA. Okay, the terminal is there. The terminal opens up into spec. The terminal opens up into sum, and EMBA opens up into N, and N is rice. You get it? Now, auxiliary, you can either put was or were. Do you understand? Either was or were. But if you don't want to put was or were, the first thing you put is going to be agreement. AGR, and under agreement you put number, but that one is complex. You are still 300, let's just leave that. So you can put where directly. Now after that, the next thing is the what? The tense. The tense is past, and past is ED. Do you get it? Now VP, after VP we have, see what we have here now. Just like what we have in the first one we did. Spec and VBAR. VBAR opens up into VBAR for the cooked by Ola. Do you understand? And the PP. VBAR opens up into V and NP. This NP is a complement, so we don't put by A. Now V is cook. Now we do the affix open rule. This gives us cooked. The NP opens up into what do you call it now? We're cooked by Ola in his kitchen. Sorry, are you good not talking? PP opens up into spec and P bar. P bar opens up into P and NP. P is by, NP opens up into N bar, N, and N is Ola. But this opens up into spec and P bar. P bar opens up into P and NP. P is in. Now NP opens up into spec and M bar. Spec is the terminal. The terminal is. M bar is N and N is house.